It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. We're so thankful that you're allowing us to stream into your home and be a part of your sales department conversation, a conversation around sales strategy, sales structure, sales systems, and more importantly, how to build an 8 to 10 figure sales department that allows you to really have more impact, have a profitable company, and change lives, by the way. And every morning I like to share that one of our core philosophies is success leaves clues. It's not a new idea. I understand that, but it is an idea that works. It is a belief. It is a foundation. It is a philosophy. It is a principle that we would all agree in. And that is there's clues. And there's some footprints that are probably left in the sand that we can follow. So the way we do that every morning is we take a few minutes to take a look at a case study. And we look at the challenge that the CEO had, the pluses, that means what worked for them in their sales department, what were some of the obstacles and how they overcome them. So let's go ahead and tune into that right now. It's one of my favorite parts to do every morning, and that is share a case study. So let's go ahead and get started. In the world of fashion, shapewear was once seen as a restricted and uncomfortable necessity. Many women felt pressure to conform to society beauty standards, which often meant squeezing into tight, uncomfortable garments. This was the landscape when Massimiliano Tirocchi co-founded Shapermint. It entered the scene. Now, he noticed that while shapewear was a $7 billion market, it was dominated by, high-priced items that didn't cater to the everyday needs of the everyday consumer. So Tirocchi's journey began with surprisingly observation. Shapewear was one of the most popular items sold by his drop shipping company. And despite the industry's potential, it was rocked by the pandemic, with sales dropping by 36%. Yet shapewear thrived by listening to its customers. And here's an interesting fact, is that while traditional shapewear sales plummeted, Shapermint captured 20% of the U.S. market, focusing on comfortable and affordability. And this is a sales logical argument. This is a unique selling proposition. You see, they realized that consumers wanted shapewear that was versatile and comfortable, not just something that looked good in a magazine. Shapermint's success lies in its innovative sales strategy. By employing a profitable customer acquisition model, Tirocchi and his team grew the company from 0 to 200 million in just 2 years. They invested heavily in Facebook advertising, reaching 6 million people daily. This approach allowed them to communicate effectively with their audience, offering products that met real needs. For CEOs that are really looking to grow their business, grow their sales department, the lesson is clear. Understanding and responding to your customers' feedback is critical. It's not just about selling a product. It's about creating a solution that truly resonates with the people whose lives you want to change. So what's my big takeaway? The key takeaway from Shapermint's journey is the importance of having a solid sales system. Tirocchi's ability to read data and combine it with creative marketing strategies was instrumental in the company's growth. And so for any business out there, you need to have a sales leader who has a robust sales strategy that focuses not only on the customer's needs, but drive revenue and impact lives positively. And you do that, I believe this is a story to the power of you listening to your customers and adapting your sales approach accordingly. You do that and you will see your sales go up, 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 up in a way. And every morning as we get started with the case study, I love to share our core philosophy. It's what drives the sales department. And I want this to be embedded in your heart. I don't want this to be in your head, but in your heart. And that is focus on sales. 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 Our core philosophy for the CEO Sales Huddle is focus on sales. Here's why. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. There's an obvious big reason here. And that reason is that sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point I want to land here is that selling is serious, serious, serious business. So we go over to our pledge as the CEO, and our pledge is learn, earn, and return. Every morning I like to share this, that we have to learn something new as CEOs in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So we got to learn, we got to earn, we got to return. But then we go to the other side and say, why are we so into our objectives? Objectives are threefold. It's about sales progress, what's going on, what's working. It's about roadblocks, what are the challenges we have. You look at your business right now. And number three, understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and have in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2, you must understand the sales cycle. Sales pillar number 3, you must have a sales message. Sales pillar number 4 is you must understand the CEO sales dashboard. And number 5, you must have a 7-figure sales team. Now, if you're watching right now and you're tuned in and you can see me, I can't see you, do me a favor, look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Put a hashtag I'm here. And it's a good time for us to check in with each other and say hello. I'd love to see what you're up to. If you're on one of our syndicated platforms and you can't do that, go right now to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown. And once you get there, go ahead and type in, let's connect. I want to see what you're up to. I'm going to follow you, connect with you, and be a part of what you're doing, by the way. So I get asked the question often, what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. We stick to our big why. It hasn't changed. It's always about sales growth. It's about sales accountability, and it's about sales consistency. So every morning we get together for 15 minutes. Now, I want you to imagine 15 minutes. And there's 1,440 minutes in every day, never 1,441. So I'm asking for 1% of your day as a CEO to focus on sales. 1% of the day. And you might say, Shay, why? Why? Because our number one objective as CEOs working in the CEO Sales Huddle is for you to earn an extra $100,000 a month over and beyond whatever you're earning today. That's our number one objective. And our number 2 objective behind that is for you to be able to use that $100,000 to do the things you want to do. But we don't leave you there. We kind of go and say, how do you do that? And that was a challenge. A number of folks didn't know, so we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. We invented it, and it was invented for you so that we can work directly with you and allow you to focus on 5 key areas, because I believe that what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Isn't that so cool? What another core principles. Principles work. That's why they call principles. That's why they're foundations. So we're going to take a look now and say, okay, how do I do that, Jay? Where do I need to look? Where do I go? Well, if you go to www.CEO Sales Dashboard, you can download it. It's going to look something like this. And you're going to have 5 categories. And you got a lot to worry about during the day. I get it. You got a lot pulling on your time. Understand that. But sales is the oxygen. So let's look at the 5 core areas you need to measure every single day in your business. Leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. That's all I want you to focus on. Just those 5 core areas. And inside those 5 core areas, we can do a deep dive on one area. Now, how many of these came in database yesterday? How many offers were made in database yesterday? But let's get to the question that every CEO needs to know and loves to answer, and that is deals. So I want you to go look right now at your CRM or in a report you get on your desk every morning and ask yourself, how many deals were closed yesterday? How many deals are pending? That means they said yes, they're in it. But we're going to put those in categories. We have some that are hot. That means they're going to close in the next 7 to 10 days. We have others that are warm. It might be 7 to 15 days. And we have others that could be 21 days or more. Oh my gosh, they're cold, but you still got to nurture them and keep them there. See, powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So now that we understand what's going on, we understand the numbers, we understand the metrics, we understand those 5 key areas. And you can measure a lot of other areas. I'm okay with that, obviously, but those 5 at a minimum. Now we're gonna ask ourselves a couple questions. We're gonna go and see what's working really, really well. Seriously, like what's working? What's something that we want to acknowledge that we're working? So let's ask ourselves 3 questions to celebrate some wins. Number 1, what are you most proud of in the sales department yesterday? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? You can't wait to get on here and brag. What do you want to brag about? Because powerful people ask powerful questions. Life, you get exactly what you focus on. But we're going to go to the other side and we're going to acknowledge that everything's not perfect. The world's not perfect. Shay, there's some things out there. There's some challenges. I've got to be faced with them. No worries. Slow down. Let's take a look. And let's see, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? Go ahead and write that down right now. What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? Go ahead and write that down right now. And what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? You can do it right now. Powerful people ask powerful questions. I'm going to ask you to focus on sales. I'm going to ask you to focus on sales. I'm going to say the message of the day. I'm not going to change it. I want it to be consistent. I want you to hear what my heart is. The message of the day is focus on sales. Because if you can't focus on sales, you just can't be in business. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. Keep doing God's work. Keep making a difference. And I'll see you on the other side.